Capricorn. We ain't even gonna channel. Like, this is where we're at right now, okay? On this channel, on this journey. We ain't even gonna channel this shit. We just gonna get right into it, okay? We gonna just talk about the real shit real quick, okay? So, Demons and Demons. It's like the song that's playing in my head. The Demons, the Demons. Damn, I fucked that shit up. Lil Wayne, okay? Lil Wayne with a one dread on his head. Okay. Let's talk about it, right? So, Capricorn, there is this idea that like over like thinking, okay, but you're not overthinking in a bad way. I know that's hard. I know that's really hard to like process that. Like, I'm not doing the wrong thing by like thinking about my plans, about my plots, about my schemes type shit, about how I need to proceed forward, whether it be within a connection and a romantic connection, within a business idea, within your life. Okay, so thinking about what your future life looks like, right? That's a whole another can of worms a lot of y'all are going through right now. The start over, okay? Go back to the slates, go back to the drawing board, go back to the chalkboard. A lot of y'all are buckling the fuck up and like, oh shit, this shit is brand new. Holy shit. You're sitting there and you're like, I don't know what to write on my vision board because my shit, of course, the garbage truck gotta come here right now, like when I'm recording this shit. No. So you got the vision board type shit, okay? So that's what I feel like is that 2025 vision or 2026 vision, right? I pick up on fresh start ideas though, because there is this like, if there's a will, there's a way thing going on right within your mind. And I think it comes from there was a whole entire energy, first of all. And I feel like this is like something Capricorn embodies, to where you had to step up in a way that I think a lot of people didn't expect you to step up in. Okay. Even though you kind of like the daddy of the zodiac or the mommy of the zodiac in a lot of different ways. Like, that's just a personal opinion, because the people say Cancer's that bitch. People say Pisces that bitch. Everyone that bitch. Everyone's got to be a parent at some point. Everyone is a parent at some point, or everyone has gone through the symptoms or the notions or the motions of being said parent. Okay, what do I mean by that? Everyone's had to either parent themselves, parent our actual child, parent their parents. Like, every one of you has gone through a situation or a syndrome or a sickness where you've had to take care of somebody, because that is kind of just the Capricorn way. In a lot of different ways. And a lot of people are like, well, what you mean by that? Because at the end of the day, it's like, I know some people, it's like, you know, I feel like I'm taking care of myself and that's all I can do right now. But at one point in time, there was a piece of you that had to take care of other people. Where right now you're trying to disconnect from that. Okay, so taking care of other people, trying to almost like ignore your own feelings, like ignore your own like future type situation in order to get to some, whatever the end goal may be. Like, maybe you wanted a better family situation. Maybe you wanted a better financial situation. Maybe you wanted a better relationship. You took all that time out to do that. Okay, you took all that time away from like all of the nasty friends or all of the side steppers, the types of people who are in your life for fun and then they leave when it's inconvenient to you type situation. You took a huge break from all of that, from people using your energy, from people using your time to just hyper focus on a few things, like a handful of things that only you needed. Okay, and like I said, because in the past you're the type of person, you're the type of lady or the type of man to be like, okay, let me go take care of this motherfucker, let me do this chore, that chore, let me do this check and that check, let me do this and this and this and this and that. And some of y'all reflect this in work if you have no family. Some of y'all reflect this in work. And it's such a strong, motivating, encapsulating, sexy trait to have. But hell, if it ain't a fucking horrible trait to have at the same fucking time. It is a horrible trait to have because your hyperfixation can easily become an addiction. Okay? And that's how we talking. It can easily become an addiction. Okay? So now we going into this whole mode of like, okay, so, well, you know, this thing don't belong in my life. This thing don't belong in my life. This situation I need to put to the side. This person is having an issue. This person is having an issue. All these people call me from every single fucking side of the train type shit. And I have to choose which train to jump on, which train is going to get me to my focus. Which train is it? Leaving all this shit behind? Is it leaving people where they're at? Excuse me. I apologize. Anybody that just heard that, that's disgusting. I hate shit like that. I hate when you listen to someone's voice and you hear that. Anyway, so there is a certain amount of security or comfort and confidence that you have to have within yourself to make this decision that you have made. Okay, there is a crazy magnetism right now to you, and you have to understand that this magnetism isn't just like, okay, well, people coming in because I look good, people coming in because I have the money. It's not just that. Like, it's the attraction that people have to you in a time to where you're trying to get yourself stable. It's all to kind of like put a chain around your ankle. It's to keep you who you were before. Okay. That's just what I want to clarify. That whole situation, that whole test, that whole scenario is to keep you the way you were before. Somebody who's easily used, somebody who's very genuine, somebody who is like I said, someone who will be there, the first person there to take the shirt off their back and to hold you, to focus you. This is this feeling of like, okay, I'm there for everybody else, but who's got my back? Okay, like, who's got my back? Who's going to take care of me? Who's going to be there to wipe my ass type shit when I'm feeling low? When I'm down here, I'm the bottom type shit. When I'm crawling through I'm crawling through the glass. I'm crawling through the trenches. I'm crawling through the concrete. Some of y'all are crawling through financial debt. Some of y'all crawling through, your car broke down. Some of y'all crawling through all of this shit alone. And at the end of the day, like I said, there needed to be a reroute, like a zoop, like a rewind time type shit back to, like I said, back to the roots. Okay, before anyone touched you, before anyone got into you and started fucking up your life, like vice versa. Like I said, you maybe were the one fucking up your own life, and so you had to rewind time to go back to a time to where you felt like it all was possible, to where you felt the ambition, you felt the strength, you felt the positivity. Like, you actually felt like, okay, it's about me now. Finally, I'm back to that motherfucking stage, and I'm back to me and who I am. Okay, because who I am is great. Okay, who I am is great. I keep picking up on like the ex this, the ex that. I don't know if one of y'all is dealing with a complicated situation, because I feel like there's something to do with like the ex making you, like, there's some type of authority here that I feel like you had within this relationship that maybe in a lot of relationships you kind of overlooked. Okay, maybe this person just kind of like had this sense of like instability with them, with their finances. Some of y'all, it's instability with their commitment to you, and you almost had to take care of them or like hold them like they was a little fucking baby type shit. You had to hold them bitches. Like I said, I got father figure or mother figure here. So you had to hold them bitches and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that this all happened to you. I'm so sorry that you've been through the most. I'm so sorry that, oh my God, even though it's not your fault and you shouldn't be apologizing for nothing. Like I said, when a motherfucker come in to surf on your couch, to surf on your shit, to try to come in and be like, oh, I'm in love with you, whatever the situation may be, they should already have their life figured out before they come into that situation. I'm not saying, oh, y'all got your lives figured out, because you don't. Okay, you don't, but you sure as hell know where the fuck you going. Okay, and that's the most important part, is that you know exactly where you're going. Okay, and you still move into that point regardless of any motherfucking thing, any person, any situation, any side venture, any bad thing that happens to you at this point. Okay, it is important for you to be like, I got me. At the end of the day, rewind time, I got me. Okay, so that's the energy. That's the energy, Capricorn. And that was just me doing an open type shit. We haven't even really touched the cards. We touching some of these cards type shit, but I really didn't even need that shit. I'm just being honest with you. There is so many. Man, I pick up on the. Some of y'all feel like you wasted time in a certain work situation. Okay. And like this work situation, I want to say some of y'all are in the corporate jobs. You're in CEO position. You're in corporate jobs. Some of y'all have started your own business. Maybe this is hairstyling. Maybe this is like makeup hairstyling. Some of y'all are barbers. I pick up on a man particularly who has started a business or a side venture in renovating homes, like ripping up homes and redoing that shit. There's a man out there, there's masculines out there that are doing that. There's also somebody here who has a what is this? This is like a job. Maybe it's something to do with teeth or the mouth or something. That's what I pick it up on is the mouth. Like, but the mouth could also be you doing talking for your job, right? But the mouth I also pick up on is the teeth. There's something about teeth here, or getting new teeth, or buying new, whatever the situation may be. Okay, it can only get so fucking specific up in here when we have people watching. Okay, it is what it is. It doesn't matter how many people. It could be 4 people, could be 2 people, could be 1 person. Sometimes it just be like that. We got a scattered fucking scope out in this bitch. Some people find this shit late. It is what it is. Okay, no. So for real, let's dial back in. So those of you that were kind of like in this weird space with your work, with your work position, okay, you felt like using a certain template or being submissive in there's some type of like submission that I pick up on. Being submissive in some type of way. Like I get customer service, I get salesperson type shit, right? You gotta cheese in someone's face, you gotta sell them a product, you can sell fucking ice to Eskimos type shit. I know y'all care, but there's something to do with like laying down and kind of just accepting that certain people were disrespectful up in your workplace or in some type of situation to you. And it feels like they were disrespectful, whether it be disrespectful because they were not giving you the amount of credit or the amount of work that you wanted, or disrespectful in the way that people were playing in your face, playing in your finances, and playing with you in the way that they felt like too comfortable with you, too comfortable with using you, too comfortable with using your finances, or too comfortable with evading you in some type of way. Okay, they talk about collecting a long list of debt, okay, with these individuals that you're dealing with. Nothing to do with, like I say, you. To me, it feel like y'all are in a pretty green grinding type shit. They said green grinding, so you in a pretty comfortable space. But with people using you or feeling like no matter what you do in your financial situation, it's never going to pick up because of these people around you in some type of way. There's this whole mixing pot. Could be you're taking care of a family. Could be you're taking care of this person, that person, and with your finances. But it felt like you were stuck in a crisis mode. And that crisis mode is the scariest shit because it's a survival tendency. Okay? A survival tendency only picks up when you're unstable. Though you could be stable, Capricorn, on your own, when you involve other people that are in their survival instincts, when they're in their whole mode of like they're panicking, they don't know what to do, they need you, it can put you into that mode as well. And when you get into that mode, it shuts you down. Okay, and it's not, no, you are a problem solver, yes, and you're somebody who will solve the issue right then and there, and you're like bang, 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 bang. But then at the end of the day too, you got to think of how much added stress this is to your schedule, how much extra shit that you have to do on a regular basis by including this into your schedule as a human being, by including these people into your finances, into your problems. You have to understand, okay, Capricorn, that you're taking on survival tendencies. You're taking on people who are in survival mode. They are built to almost manipulate and cause trouble for themselves, cause strife for themselves, for their finances, for their living situations, for their car, for this, for that. Like anything that they have materially will reflect what they're doing inside. Okay, that could be addiction. That can be like neglecting some type of way. That could be an addiction. That'd be a sex addiction. That could be a romantic addiction, where they just popping through relationships like bang, 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 bang. They're trying to find security elsewhere. Some people, it's like, okay, well, I have security in finances, but I'm horrible in fucking relationships. Some of y'all dealt with that situation. But at the end of the day, like I said, all that your environment will reflect who you are as a person. And when you chose to take on the jobs of the survival community type shit, where you was carrying them niggas on your back, bitch. When you was carrying all them people on your back, you gotta understand it. Okay, that is not your problem. That is not your. I see a big ass stink bug back here. That is not your problem. That motherfucker right there that I'm pointing at right the fuck now, that was not your problem to take on. That was not yours to take on. Whoever told you it was, whoever let you know and was trying to say, well, Capricorn, maybe you should like dibble or dabble a little bit. Maybe you should send me a check. Maybe you should be in a relationship with me because I got to get up and we got to get active together type shit. Somebody tried to convince you too. There's this whole relationship idea. Somebody tried to convince you of, we're going to get good together. Maybe you weren't as stable as you are now. You're like, well, we're going to get good together. Like, we going to be cool type shit. Like, let's get together. We going to be Bonnie and Clyde. We're going to be up and down doing this and doing this and doing that. You trapped yourself. You trapped yourself because you should have been in a stable position or a stable space. This person should have been in a stable place before they start bringing up the ring, before they start bringing up the love, the romance. Well, I can't help myself and who I fall for. You do not want to be falling for no bum. You do not want to be falling for no fucking couch surfing bum. You do not want to be falling for a hobosexual, a hobo, not homo, hobosexual. Okay, I don't care about your motherfucking preferences. I'm just saying, hobosexual. You do not want to be falling for that shit. Okay, you have to understand that repeating that situation, repeating it's not insecurity. What is it? Repeating that neglect and that trauma from your childhood, from your past, regardless of what your parents' situation looked like, whatever instability they had, you right now, some of you are carrying the shit into your current life. Okay, just by the dating patterns, just by the financial patterns, just by the patterns that you live by on a day-to-day basis, there's something there that you're carrying from your past. Okay, you carrying that shit. And they talk about dead people. They say grandma's up in this bitch. They say grandpa's up in this bitch. They say daddy's up in this bitch. I don't pick up on any mother. There's no mother situations up here, but daddy up in this bitch, grandpa up in this bitch, grandma up in this bitch, uncle up in this bitch. So we got a lot of masculine energy, like strong masculine. You know, there's not like a lot of like wiggle room in this bitch. I feel like this type of pressure is what you had to wear for the rest of your life up until this point, up until this person passed away. They talk about this person passing away, and then all of a sudden all of the weight just started fucking constricting you, and you had no idea what the fuck you were supposed to do beyond that point. Because you said, like, okay, so this one stable person or this one individual who had it good or who taught me how to get it good or who was genuine with me, who taught me the steps, you know, to becoming the man, the woman, the whatever the fuck, to get to where I need to be. Like, that person's gone now. Like, that person's gone now. That I can't, like, who do I have? Bitch, you have you. Bitch, you have you. Who has learned from that uncle, from that father, from that grandmother, that grandpa. You have you. You have you. You have you. So why are you playing all up in your own finances? Why are you playing with these dudes, with these women, with these people that don't have it right? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what instability looks like. And it could be that those dead people that be swarming around and shit be like, well, yeah, we were unstable as fuck. We were fucked up as fuck. You know, we was fucked up too. We had it bad too. But never, ever, 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 ever would you see some of these folks ever in a situation to where they was stuck. You know, it's unstable to the point of they couldn't get themselves out of it. Unstable to the point of the fact that they couldn't help you in any type of way. Because these motherfuckers helped you. And I picked that shit up. And I'm putting my whole chest out there and saying, these motherfuckers helped you. Okay? They put their life on that shit. They put their life on the line to get you to where you needed to be, Capricorn. And you shouldn't forget that. You should never forget that. And you should never forget that's the type of bitch you gotta be for you. Especially when you got nobody out here. You know what I mean? That's the type of nigga that you gotta be for you. All right, shorty? All right? No? Like, isn't it? Like, that's what I'm saying. You don't gotta be prideful about it. I'm not saying you gotta sit there and tear into people. That's a waste of time. First of all, hating, resenting, and having anger towards these people by this point in time for how old y'all are, there's no motherfucking point. It is a waste of time. It is a waste of energy. It puts stress on your mind. It puts stress on your body. And we're talking from experience here, dog. I ain't no motherfucking spring chicken up in this bitch. You know what I mean? I know what that shit feel like. I'm 25. I know what that shit feel like. I know where you guys are at too. Like, I know we all kind of, like I said, be in this bubble type shit. But we gotta break out of it. There's a pattern to break here. And they said new adventures come with an immediate change. By you putting your best foot forward, by you stepping out and saying, fuck that, I'm done, by you crowning yourself the king, the queen, the whatever the situation may be, by breaking old habits, losing these motherfuckers on the side that be putting you in positions where your success is not possible, you will feel so good. You will be so good. You will be good with God. God, he did it. Type shit. No. I'm not a Christian, yo. I'm not a Christian. I just want to preface this if that made anyone uncomfortable. I'm not a Christian. I believe in some type of higher power, like I said. And if you're somebody who's a Christian here and you have strong belief systems and you pray, you are not a problem to me. I do not mind. Okay? It is what it is. I just wanted to clarify. I wanted to stress that shit because we all have different belief systems up in this bitch. So many people come passing through. And I just want to let you know, I want to validate y'all that believe in God. I want to validate y'all that don't believe in the motherfucking thing. I want to validate all of y'all that are going through something. Okay? All right? That's something to do with respect here. Finding the respect for yourself to move forward. Okay? You don't have to apologize for moving on in your life either. Like, there's something to do with apologies here. And apologizing to people. Apologizing to your ex. Or apologizing to this motherfucker. See, I'm going to get real vulnerable with you real quick. There's been times in my life, right? And I come from a very hard background. There's been times in my life where I felt like going back and apologizing to somebody, to a lot of people, for who I was before, when I was a kid, when I was just kicking it, when I was just doing some fucked up shit, when I was running away from home, when I was doing all of this shit. I was doing the most. Okay, we were doing a little trap house situations, doing a little drug situation, whatever. There was a lot of people that I wanted to apologize to. There was a lot of people I wanted to go back and be like, I'm sorry I couldn't help you. There was a lot of people I wanted to go back to and be like, yo, like, I'm sorry we fell out of contact. I'm sorry I left. I'm sorry that I couldn't be the person that you was looking for. But then I come here now as like the adult and the grown person that I am. And there's no possible way that I could have been the person that I am now if I didn't leave them motherfuckers behind and drop them bitches like baggage. There is no, when I say this, right, I say it with my whole chest. And that's why we don't go back to exes. This is why we don't go back to old friends that, you know, old dogs type shit. The old niggas, like, no, we don't go back to that. Because at the end of the day, you would not be who you are right now, right in this moment. Okay, the beautiful, the handsome, the attractive, the cute, the sexy, the strong-willed, the fucking put your foot down, angsty ass motherfucker, like the gangster ass bitches. You would not be who you are right the fuck now if you didn't drop them motherfuckers right there on the doorstep type shit. The baggage, kick that shit down the staircase, like boom, watch out. Like, you would not be this person. Okay. Some of y'all are not impressed with the person that you are, and you want to become better. And the fact that you're even acknowledging that is, you are there. Boom. Woof. You are there. The fact that you're acknowledging it, you're putting some words in there that aren't just fuck it, fuck my life, fuck everything, I hate myself, let me just, like, you putting some words in that shit. And you're saying, I need to do better. I could have better. Instead of talking it, how about walking it? Instead of talking it, how about walking it? Okay? Walk your ass. Walk your ass. Walk your ass. Run your ass. Run your ass home. Run your ass to wherever you need to be. Okay? Because it ain't amongst these fucking whatever sidesteppers, plebeians. Fuck that shit. I promise I'm gonna bring the same energy to the other sides. Like, yo, don't let me hype you up too much, because you know people get mad because I be with Capricorn so much, because y'all my man. You my bitches. You my people. You my people. Okay, you my people. You my humans. Okay. Straight. February 2nd. You know, like I said, I go by Vedic. So I always think of myself as Capricorn. I have so much in common with Cap. Okay. Woo. But you know how that can be with an Aquarius, though? The chameleons type shit. Sometimes you believe you're a sign that you're not. Anyway, let's not talk about that shit. Let's not get too deep into it. Five of Swords and the Sphinx, the Hangman, hung up, caught up. You wish you knew which way was the right way to go before you made the mistake that you just made. You wish you knew before, but now you know. Okay? And when you know, well, now you got to do something about it. You're not trapped. And I think that's an illusion that you want to believe, because at the end of the fucking day, at the end of the day, you have had so much negativity around you in terms of relationships, in terms of romantic relationships, in terms of family relationships, family dynamics. You've had so many different situations to where you have almost like felt like, well, no matter which way I move, it's going to be a bad play. Like, no matter which way, I'm afraid. I'm scared because no matter which way I move, it's going to be a bad situation. I want to show you these cards real quick. All right. What do you notice in these cards? First of all, what do you notice in the Five of Swords? You see the man holding the swords. You see these people, in the back. They're walking the opposite direction. You see this man standing here. He got all these motherfucking swords, okay? So all these people that he's hurt or been hurt by, they walking away, okay? Because he holds the swords now. Okay, Five of Swords is a very complicated card. It's a complex because it's foreshadowing. Okay, it talks about foreshadowing the imminent demise of certain relationships and certain aspects in your life. It's the imminent demise. So it means it's going to happen no matter how much you try to save the situation, no matter how much you try to save the person from their addiction, save the person from the streets, save the person from any of this shit. Shit, I sound a little like Kermit in that bitch. Little Kermit. No, I'm playing. So no matter what, I need y'all to lock in this idea, because the Sphinx, okay, look at this card real quick. All right, you see all this, right? This is like spiritual healing. Okay, this is healing spirits. This is people who have built a path or a relative path for you. Like all of these people of your past, even the negative motherfucking Nancy's, the people you hate, have built this path of success for you. Even if like I said, there's unprocessed trauma there. There's this person here who you don't know where they're at. You don't know where they stand. There's this person here who passed away. They have built a brick road for you. Okay, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. They have built a brick road for you. Okay, to be better than them, better than they were to you, type shit. To heal more than they were healed. To move on in life and be more successful than they ever were. To not get caught up in fucked up relationships like your mommy and your daddy. To like your auntie, your uncle, your grandpa, your grandma. To be better than them. They have set you up for that. You're like, well, they set my ass up for failure. I don't want to hear that shit. Because at the end of the day, if you even realize that you're failing in life, like if you're even, that's even a prospect, even a blink in your motherfucking eye. I'm failing in relationships. I'm failing in this. My marriage is failed. I don't know what to do. Motherfucker, you know exactly what to do. You take action. You sign them fucking divorce papers. You know what I mean? You in debt, then you get your job up and you fucking put your money on them damn cards. You start calling places. Whatever I gotta do. What payment plan do I gotta put up for you motherfuckers? What do I gotta do here? Like, what do I gotta do for my kid? My kid, they're in school, they're struggling, whatever. Do I gotta get you therapy? Whatever the situation may be. Whatever situations you're dealing with right now, you're like, well, no matter what, I lose something. No, bitch. That's just not the case. Okay? You not greedy. Like, you gotta realize that you not being greedy, first of all, by putting your foot down and making boundaries with people. You're not being greedy by being like, okay, I can't live this life no more. I can't fund your life no more. I can't have you on my couch no more. I can't keep sitting around having my kid wait for daddy to come home and daddy ain't never coming home. I can't sit around and have my baby mama attacking me and my character and this and this and this and that. You're not doing nothing wrong by moving on from a toxic situation. So you got to leave that, let that leave your mind. You got to go to the court system and you got to get your papers, you know what I mean? Get your papers ready to get your kids. You gotta go through the court, whatever, court order, whatever. You're like, I don't want to do child support, whatever. Say, no, motherfucker, do child support so you can get away from this crazy ass bitch. Okay, Some of y'all are that crazy ass bitch. And all I will say to you is don't get yourself locked up because you are pissed off at something this man didn't do for your child, when in reality, like, you might be having to fill two spots, and I gotta understand how that shit is frustrating. You pop that motherfucking baby out your coochie, okay, and you don't get you don't get time to relax, right? And that is not the point of having a child. A child is a whole person, okay? And I'm not grandstanding or nothing like that. A child is a whole person. This person will have your whole entire life. Like I said, they will have your whole entire life, meaning this is an individual that, regardless of what daddy's doing and what you be doing to his tires, what you be doing to his windows, whatever the situation may be, regardless of all of that, this kid is watching you. And if you don't treat your life with grace, okay, if you don't find your own life out, like I said, minus the nigga, fuck the nigga, whatever the situation might be, this kid will suffer for it. Your kids will suffer just like you did. Your kids will involve some of y'all, what, they deserve that shit. My kid be treating me like shit. Da, da, da. There's a reason. Okay, whether it's unresolved trauma, it might not even be from your end type shit, but you gotta stop projecting your mission onto your children. Okay, stop beating up the baby daddy, baby. You too beautiful for that. Okay, you too beautiful for that. Stop beating up the baby daddy. Stop fucking looking to see who he's with now and all that type of shit. I gotta do my research. If he is not a non-communicative motherfucker and a manipulator, and he's somebody who's not gonna stick around for his kid, you guys got nothing to fucking talk about. So you get them papers, baby. You get him to show up to the courtroom and you get your money. You get your motherfucking check. This nigga can run all he motherfucking wants. You make sure that shit catches up to him. But you don't gotta have one word with that motherfucker. You don't gotta have one word with this motherfucker, because it ain't worth it. Okay, so trust. I know I went off on a little side tangent, you know what I mean, but I'm picking up on reading people's fucking energy. Trust. Some of y'all in new relationships. Okay, and that's sweet. It's sweet. It is some sweet shit. That shit tingles your tongue. It's so sweet. Tingles the back of your throat. It's so sweet. If you know what I'm saying. Okay. But then also, some of you feel like there's lies involved with it. There's uncertainty. Uncertainty coming from lack of communication. Uncertainty because no matter what you say to this motherfucker, no matter what you say to this person that you're with, it feels like they leave you with more questions. You're like, okay, so your ex was doing this and was doing that. Like, what that got to do with me? Oh, so this situation. Some of y'all are dealing with serial gaslighters. Somebody who will bring up their trauma to throw in your face to make you feel bad for being in the right space for a relationship so that you stay with them. But, you know, so they trap you, essentially. Evil tendencies, evil deeds is what I keep picking up on. What's surreal about the situation is that I feel like the relationship begins super good, very healthy. Okay. Then this person starts getting insecure because at the end of the day, they didn't want a relationship. And they just realizing that shit now. And some of you going to be like, okay, well, let me ask you a motherfucking question. Why did you get with me if you don't want to be with nobody? And they're going to be like, well, I still want to be with you, da 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 da. And I want to let you know, this is that same repeat situation we talked about before. They have nobody in the corner to support them. That's how they feel. So what do? They latch into a situation where they can have a mommy or daddy that is paying their bills. Maybe not paying their bills, might be just fucking. Fucking. Okay, that's wrong. There's some fucked up shit, but they might be fucking. Okay, they might have somebody who emotionally validates them in a way that they feel they need to be emotionally validated instead of doing that shit themselves. They drag them through a whole entire relationship. They make the person that they're with, you, feel fucking stupid about the shit. They make the person feel like they're doing something wrong, you, okay? They make you feel like you're doing something wrong in a bitch. When the reality is, they are a child, okay? They belong in a daycare somewhere type shit. No, well, maybe not. Let's not do that. Like, maybe we could have like a adult version of that. They need to go back through and learn why they're so fucked up, and they need to work through those issues alone. You cannot work on them. You cannot fix them. Okay, and I know that sucks ass because some of y'all are sitting there like, well, I just dedicated years to this motherfucker. I just put years of work and back-breaking work into this bitch. Baby, years are nothing to the rest of your life. Years are nothing. Years are nothing to the rest of your days. Sir, ma'am. Nothing, person. And I am telling you right now, you do not want to deal with this on and off for the rest of your fucking life. You can give the motherfucking ultimatum 50 different times. It don't make no fucking difference. That bitch always gonna be the same. Well, they promised me and I have access to their phone and I have this. If you literally cannot trust this person that much, there ain't no fucking relationship to talk about. It was a fucked up foundation to begin with, babe. It was a fucked up foundation to begin with, and you don't gotta be there. That's not something you got to stick out. That is not something that you need children to see. That is not something that you need to go through. Okay. You should not constantly have to feel the panic, the paranoia, the hurt of that situation. All right. If they're not doing the work on their end to communicate and make you feel comfortable and make you feel good about y'all's relationship, fuck them. Slide to the next. Okay, slide on to the next, or slide on to the singlehood. Get yourself right, babe, because you got work to do too if you be picking them types of people. All right, lovely. Truth is complicated, so let's see where Capricorn's going to be. Just curious, where's Capricorn going to be? Where are they going to be in the next couple of months? Let me know. Tell me about Capricorn's next couple of months. I feel like that one's the right one. Okay. Let's set this out 3 times. And let's pick up 3 cards. The Fool. Boo Boo the Fool. Scribe of Angst. Where are they going to be? The Emperor in the reverse. That's interesting because I think that's a sensitivity. Okay, so I'm going to show you this card, right? That's the Emperor in the reverse. That's a sensitivity. Okay, that's being sensitive. But that's also knowing where you're at. Okay, so the Emperor in the reverse represents somebody who is a manipulative, like, you know, and sometimes people can say narcissist, but it's a lot of it is just like past naughty behavior type shit. It can be addiction, it can be gambling, it can be an abuser, it can be so many different things. Like, this person fits under that umbrella of that. Okay, they are somebody who I feel like is in a very weird, tough position right now, and you feel like you can fix it. And Scribe of Angst says that you don't need to. That you need to hold up the crucifix type shit. You need to hold up the crucifix and say, get away from me, demon. Get away from me, demon. Like, I don't have the time for this right now, demon. I have my own life to figure out, demon. The Fool in the upright. I have my own life to figure out right now, demon. So get the fuck away from me. Let me figure out my own shit, motherfucker. You a demon, motherfucker. Step off, motherfucker. That's what it is. Okay? 4 of Angst in the reverse. Half of 2 truths. Okay? An Ace of Angst. 4 of Angst in the reverse. You have been sitting on this move for so long. You have been sitting on this like, I think, potential for so long. Starting some type of new endeavor, or wanting to continue an endeavor, wanting to you don't want no handout. Like, you want to start the shit all on your own. You want to go on your fucking journey already. You don't want to keep sitting here and waiting. Half of 2 truths. That's balance. That's stability. Okay, that's literally the type of mindset that you need to do this. Meaning, if you're waiting right now, to do what you need to do, to file them papers, to put your business up, get your LLC, to do your thing, then you just got to do that shit right now. Just do it right now. Quit playing. Just fucking do it. Ace of Angst in the upright. Okay, imagine this nigga like carrying a little purse or something, or a merce or something, right? What does that mean? Security. Okay, that's security. You have the perfect amount of security right now. Maybe you're insecure, you're feeling insecure, but right now you have all the tools that are necessary and needed to get this shit started, to get to where you need to be. Okay, you have all of the tools already. What else are they saying? Nefertiti. Nefertiti, the sun, the Queen of Swords. And Warrior Scarabs. Okay, so someone's more ready for this than you are. You might be trying to take somebody with you on this journey. On this journey of like life, on this journey of being, who you are in terms of like wanting to have a success story, and somebody's not ready for that. You are. The Sun in the upright. You are. Warrior of Scarabs. You are ready. You are. So this person, the High Priestess in the reverse, this person that maybe drags you down in a lot of ways, makes you feel drained, makes you feel insecure, somebody who you have to like force to make the right decision. That's why I feel like you have to force them, like baby them like they're a toddler and shit. You don't gotta have them around you. Okay, Queen of Swords in the reverse. You gotta drop that shit like it's hot. Okay, ooh, I smacked that card so motherfucking hard that shit is gone. So that's what I mean. That's what you gotta do. Smack that nigga out your house. Smack that bitch out your house. Snatch that bitch. Okay. Six of Scarabs. Okay, you're going to be giving to a lot of different side ventures, like I said, that are all you based. So it has nothing to do with anybody else except for yourself. So it's going to be a lot of self-care. It's going to be a lot of self-focus in the next couple of months. It's going to be a lot of financial focus in the next couple of months. Not of angst. It's going to be a lot of relearning what your actual boundaries are for some of you. Relearning what your boundaries are. Relearning what you're capable of. Okay? Relearning that. In the Guardian. You are protected. Okay? When I say spirits up in this bitch, when auntie, uncle, grandma, all them motherfuckers are up in this bitch, they're up in this bitch, and they are protecting you. They are protecting you. Queen of Scarabs in the reverse and Sekhmet. So people will attack this version of you. Okay? People will attack this version of you. They will attack this version of you. Why? Seven of Scepters. There it is again. They will attack this version of you. Four of Scepters in the reverse. Because they keep playing with their life. They keep playing with their life. They like to play with their life. They like drama. They like messy shit. They like loud shit. They like to be the center of attention. And Nine of Scarabs in the reverse. Without them, you are totally fine. You are totally fine. These people are codependent. You don't need them. They are going to be fine on their own. They'll find some other motherfucker to bring them a plate, bring them the grapes that they want, type shit. Pop the grapes into their mouth, and you will find a situation to where you can pop your own grapes into your own motherfucking mouth. Okay. Scribe of Scarabs. Overindulgence. Okay, tad bit of that. Six of Swords. And the Devil in the reverse. Six of Swords. Picking up the pieces after a bad heartbreak situation. Three of Swords. Yeah, bad heartbreak, three-way situation. Somebody was playing with in relationships and shit. Someone said, oh, I'll give you a ring. I'll marry you. I'll do this. I'll do that. Or I want to marry you. Or I want something serious. And Nine of Scepters, you sent them on their motherfucking way. You sent them on their journey. You said, bitch, I don't want you. The Hermit in reverse, yeah, they just was not ready. Hermit in reverse could also be a Virgo. Warrior of Angst. Wear it Hakao, so that's magic. Yeah, so it's interesting to me because then there's also this vibe that I pick up on too, that you have been burnt out before by this person or by this situation. You've gone through multiple situations to where you kind of just had to smile through it, and you've been burnt out by trying to solve it multiple different times. It's just gotta go. You gotta get rid of this shit. You gotta drop this shit like it's hot. You keep sitting being like, well, I can help them. I can do this. I can do this. Motherfucker, are you like living in a fucking movie? Do you think by helping everybody they're gonna be all happy and shit and kissing your fingers and shit? You think like, oh, but if I just give to this person and give to this person and give to this person, and it's gonna be great and we gonna get somewhere. No, not everybody knows what to do with it. That's what you got to understand. Not everybody knows what to do with the help that you have, with the wisdom that you have, with the grace that you have, with the love that you have. And some motherfuckers will fish for that shit just to throw it right back in your face, to cough in your face, to toss that shit in your face and spit that shit in your face. Okay? So what you got to do is say, deuces, bitch. I'm on my way. Not worry about all the things that you had did for them or have done for them. Not worry about sticking around, how much you've lost. Because at the end of the day, you lose more of your future and yourself every single goddamn day, bitch. You get older and older every motherfucking day. And you want to live this game? Keep living the motherfucking game. But don't lie to yourself and say that you want better when that's exactly the type of shit that you put up with. All right? All right, Capricorn. I just want to do like one more card. You know, I love this energy. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Where's my shit? What card should we do? Da 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 da. We rolling. Maybe we'll do 3. Just because I'm curious, okay? So this is a deck that I love, and I've used this a lot in the past. Like I said, bitch, I know it's been a minute. Don't give me that snapback. I gotta get my life right too, motherfucker. I be getting my life right too, babe. All right, let's see. Survival. We talked about that in the beginning, so we're not even gonna pull that card. We're just doing the future right now, spirit. So just give me 3 cards for the future. Influence, okay? Influence. Preparation. Ooh. Woo. And give me one more, spirit. One more, spirit. Now I'm gonna read them out to you. And self-interest. Okay. Woo. I don't know why I keep sticking my tongue out like that. Shit. I don't know why I keep doing that shit. It's pissing me off. It's actually pissing me off. When I do, I don't know if y'all feel the same sometimes. Like when you do cringy shit or when you do shit you never usually do, you just get pissed off about the shit. Because that's what I be doing. I be like, why did I even do that? Like I look stupid as fuck. I be talking to somebody. I be like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Maybe that's just ADHD. I don't know. All right. Influence. I'm so sorry also about the snap. That's gross. All right. Influence. Like impressionable teenagers, crows pick up on our habits, even the bad ones. Crows have been known to get drunk as well as smoke. Are you letting someone influence your behavior? There is a loss of control when influence is at play. A more dominant personality may make you feel inclined to engage in risky behavior you would otherwise avoid. On the flip side, you may find someone strong and healthy to be inspirational, and because of their influence, you too feel motivated to make positive change. Influence brings to your awareness the decisions that you may not have made if it weren't for an outside force leading the way. Like a Pied Piper leading the way with intoxicating music. You may have been caught in another spell. A situation, whether it may be current from the past or in the near future, may be resulting in someone's charm or talent at swaying people. When influence appears, you consider taking a moment to examine if you have been swayed into making a decision you might not have made if the situation were different. For example, a salesperson may influence your decision to buy something you can't afford if they know the right way to manipulate you. We've been talking about this shit all night. Okay, 37 is preparation. I'll show you the card in a minute. My list. I'll show you the card in a minute. Okay, preparation. Here in Seattle area, we have lots of fairies, and these are smart birds. These smart birds have mastered the ferry schedule. The crows know when the boat will return and on which side of the road and the cars will disembark. While the ferry is crossing, the sound and the birds harvest the clams from another beach. They bring the clams over to the ferry landing and strategically place the clams just right so that when the cars leave the boat, they run over the shells, breaking them apart and leaving fresh clam meat for the picking. Preparation speaks to getting ready for something you know is on the horizon and planning for it accordingly. It is about getting all your ducks in a row, or in this case, clams, so that you achieve the most beneficial outcome. All right, self-interest is 45. So we're going to skip the whole fucking introduction of the birds and shit. I'm going to try to self-interest. All right. So self-interest indicates that you may have been looking out for only yourself. And as a result, others will be impacted. I actually feel like it's the other way around. You've been looking out for other motherfuckers and you need to focus more on yourself. Okay. On the flip side, be aware of the actions taken by those around you, as someone may try to come in and take more than their fair share. Being selfish isn't always bad. Sometimes we need to focus on our wants and needs depending on your situation. Self-interest may indicate that you are in need of some pampering or that it's time to put your needs above others. For example, your dream job may require you to move or a shift in style. You may need to weigh the impact taking this job will have on those around you. And in short term, you may be perceived as selfish, but in long term, your decision may benefit all those involved. That is the situation. Okay, Capricorn. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And as always, okay, it's been a minute, baby. I do love you. I do love you. We gonna try to do some other fucking shit on this channel. I just gotta figure it out. Okay, I just gotta figure it out, and we going to. But we going back to the OG first. Okay. All right, y'all.